me to the mountains, take me to the sea, take me where the wind's blowing wild. Show me a land in the clear morning light, let me see with the eyes of a child. Build me a world full of peace, full of hope, where each man can walk proud and walk free. Build me a world that no frontier divides, with no walls to keep your love from me. Build me a world that no frontier divides, with no walls to keep your love from me.
In this narrow glacial canyon, the dream of the finest winter-summer resort in the world is becoming a reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on final approach to Salt Lake City International Airport. Please fasten your seatbelts.
4.5 hours from New York, 2.5 from Chicago, 3.25 from Dallas, and an hour and a half from Los Angeles and San Francisco. Then just 40 minutes from this jet airport, within the massive mountains of the Wasatch National Forest, will be the most easily reached major ski resort community in the United States. As close as it is to the city, there's something about this canyon. The freeways in the city fall away below. A quiet sense of peace, of wonderful isolation from ordinary life comes over you. From November to May each year, a light, dry powder snow falls in prodigious amounts in this beautiful canyon. The conditions are perfect, irrepressible powder, forgiving when packed. The world of Alta, Utah, writes Holiday Magazine, has possibly the greatest skiing in the world. It is here, just 1 mile down canyon from Alta, that the new world of Snowbird begins. Ted Johnson, they call him the Silver Fox, one of the world's best recreational skiers. Ted has spent the better part of the past decade planning Snowbird as the epitome of what a ski area should be.
We're lifting off the tram base now, the elevation of 8,000 feet, and going up the tram line itself. There are a total of 4 towers in the tram line. There'll be 2 cabins in the system. Each cabin will carry 120 passengers. The tram is designed by Garaventa of Switzerland. We will also have 3 double chairlifts the first year, beginning next November, which will be running in Gad Valley to our right. We're going directly up the tram line now and heading towards number 4. To our right is what we call the Peruvian Cirque, which is a huge bowl that will be magnificent powder skiing and will be accessible from the top of the tramway at Hidden Peak. which is at 11,000 feet. You'll be able to ski down from the top of the tram and bail off on either side into Peruvian Gulch or Gad Valley and open miles and miles of beautiful powder skiing. Right at the top of Hidden Peak, we'll have some gentle roads off the top for our low intermediates and intermediate skiers, and this way we'll road them off on very easy runs until they get into the gentle bowls that continue all the way down the bottom of the valleys. The upper terminal will have a very large restaurant, cafeteria facilities, gift shop, everything that the skier and the mountain tourist will want. We're landing right now on Hidden Peak, gazing down into the Salt Lake Valley below. It's a gorgeous day. It's one of our typical snowbird days.
I've been skiing and living in this canyon for the past 16 years. This was really the mountain that I wanted to be involved in, and I have a feeling that it can be one of the great mountains of the world. In our first opening phases of Snowbird, we'll have comparable vertical drops to anything in the United States. Gad Valley has 3,100 feet. Peruvian Gulch has 2,900 feet. White Pine has 4,100 feet. I feel that it's more of an alpine terrain than any place in the United States. We get a certain texture of snow here that enables you to ski steep slopes that perhaps you could ski no place else in the world safely. In the center of all these glaciated bowls, we have beautiful undulating terrain that can be developed into trails that will be very exciting for the intermediate skier. I mean by exciting, you have bumps and different views every time you come around a corner rather than a straight slope type of terrain, so that a person never becomes bored. They can ski the same slope and time after time and still be excited about it, where they're coming around and seeing different parts of the mountains and rather than just going down a continuous slope. Where you're getting into the European concept, where using a tram uphill lift facility, because of the nature of our terrain and these fantastic vertical drops, it's high speed. You ride to the top of the mountain in 6 minutes. Capacity, we have each cabin will carry 120 people very comfortably. We'll carry close to 1,000 people an hour on this tramway. When we first started designing the Snowbird Village, we felt that the glaciated valley and the height of the mountains and the tightness of the valley, with all of its beautiful trees and terrain, really dictated to us what we really had to do here. And that was develop living facilities for skiers and tourists without destroying all of the beauty in the valley, mainly our trees. And when you start moving enough ground around in the area, then you're bound to lose some trees unless you're extremely careful and have a concept that's not sprawling over the ground. And this is why we chose to use high-density type of construction and a high-rise as opposed to a Tyrolean 2 or maybe even 3-story type of buildings. And we'll have a village that will have nothing but free-flowing foot traffic and skier traffic only. The plaza is a 3-level structure, and all of the servicing and the parking will be on the lower level, and your upper 2 levels will be for shopping and restaurants and all of your facilities that a full village entity would contain. It's an immediate village. We're starting right off the ground, and we'll have boutiques, delicatessens, restaurants, bars, ski shops, of course, and rentals and locker spaces for people, so that they'll have immediately what most villages take quite a number of years to grow into. Connected directly to the plaza is the first condominium at Snowbird. This will be a very large building. We'll have 160 units. It's a 7-story building, really a quality building. It'll be one of the very few concrete constructed buildings in the in the world in ski resorts. High-speed elevators, sauna baths, and naturally a year-round heated swimming pool. And the materials that have gone into the building are the natural, native materials, and rough-sawn wood and natural stones and concrete and granite fireplaces. All of the apartments in this building have full glass and warm sun decks, all facing the mountain into the warm sunshine.
The Snowbird Soars as America's newest major summer-winter resort, with a 1.5-mile aerial tramway, 3 double chairlifts, 160 deluxe units in the lodge at Snowbird, an exciting variety of shops and services in Snowbird Village, and mountains, tall mountains, with long runs, steep runs, gentle bowls, and the most dependably perfect ski conditions in the world. This season, ski the bird.
Take me to the mountains, take me to the sea, take me where the wind's blowing wild. Show me a land in the clear morning light, let me see with the eyes of a child. Build me a world full of peace, full of hope, where each man can walk proud and walk free. Build me a world that no frontier divides, with no walls to keep your love from me. Build me a world that no frontier divides, with no walls to keep your love from me.